out, bring them out, bring them out. Bring them out, bring them out. Hey. Bring them out, bring them out. Bring them out, bring them out. Hey. Bring them out, bring them out.
VIP coming live from the VIP. Heard the nightlife.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we have an all-AFC meeting between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Cam Little out for the opening kick. And we're underway from Pittsburgh. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Jaylen Warren. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
Fresh set of downs now from the 39. First down throw by Stroud. That one's taken in by the rookie out of USC. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Stroud from the pistol. Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Second and 3 now. To the air, Stroud. Has it down close. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Drive has kind of seemed destined for the end zone, partner. First of a few chances now to reach it. Warren is in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
Chris Boswell for the point after. The point after splits the upright. And the Steelers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Jaguars nothing. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Bayshore Tootin now on the return. Oh, he eats the hit to bring it into that, right in the 25-yard line. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. And he drives that punt backward on a gain of 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, Lawrence. And this one's not going to connect. Knocked away, and that failure to connect, Brock, means it's 3rd down. Not must have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
Third down, Lawrence to throw. Short pass brought in. And they don't get much out of this pass. He's hauled down a little shy of that first. It's 4th down now. The Jaguars in a punt formation. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. Team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Stroud. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Back to the air they go on 2nd. Stroud finds him over the middle. Rolling into enemy territory. At the 20. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Boswell to add the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Steelers drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Going to be taken in at the 8. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. New set of downs for him from the 31. Etienne to begin the drive. And it looks like they're giving about 2 on the opening play of this drive.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. There needs some shuffling around here in the playbook. Kind of more aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Lawrence working from the gun. He put everything he had into this one. He's got it inside the 25. Across the line, into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars make it a 1-score game.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
Little able to connect down the point after. And the Jaguars cut the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Jaguars 7.
Set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. He fields it from the 8. Escapes the defender. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Knocked away, that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, that brings up second down.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target and make a play on it.
After the incompletion, second and 10 from the 22. Back to throw, Stroud. Finds his back, Jaylen Warren. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. It's a 29-yard gain. And the Steelers have a first down.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
First down, Stroud. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Travis Hunter. And this is going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Jacksonville. You want to know how strong the coverage was there? Man, they even had that underneath throw locked down, Brock, and he took it the other way.
It's really, really hard to find a better rep than that one in coverage. You're so spot on. Covered it down the field. Usually a gimme to the running back. The only thing was a gimme 6.
Little tacks on the extra point. And the Jaguars tie things up at 14. Chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Here's a return from the 7. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20.
At their own 23-yard line.
All right, Steelers to the line now. First and 10. They'll start the drive with Warren. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10. Shotgun now for Stroud. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. He was hoping to get it to Tank Dell there. So they're left facing third and long.
Kate, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. long. They're going to throw. And Stroud gets him the first with a slide down at the end of it. The Jaguars are going to call their first timeout. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide in practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Shotgun handoff to Warren. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet. But if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Now it's Stroud. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Here's Etienne on first down. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be second down. This has the makings of a shootout. A lot of points, but still tied as we reach the end of one. We're all knotted up at 14. We'll return to Pittsburgh right after this. Back for the second quarter. It's Jaguar football. They start out 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. A lot of mess on the move here. And they get this down to the 28. A pickup of 17. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Out of the gun, a give to Etienne. Good hit on the ground here. That's going to be a 9-yard pickup as it's second down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. All in left side. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're in the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Inside handoff goes to Etienne. His charge towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
On second down, it's Etienne. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him a couple on the run, but that run accomplishes little. It's fourth down. Cam Little now to try the Jags field goal. Pretty easy kick here, Brock, just 22 yards. Wow, Brock, he missed it. An easy kick, but he mishit it left. And this stays tied here in the second.
In that close, those are supposed to be money in the bank, cha-ching. And it's always a little surprising and stunning to see one miss. And you can bet on the sideline they were counting on having those 3 points.
Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here with Warren. Fights his way through a tackle. And a nice chunk there, about 7. He's up to the 27.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Here's Stroud. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Stroud looking to throw, 3rd and 2. And once again, they can't connect. Well, no look on his first look of the game, so they're going to have to evaluate things now on 4th and short. The Steelers set to punt it. Looking to return from the 29. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
First and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here. Receiver in motion. He's headed right. Lawrence with it on 1st. Throw left side. Complete. Tackles made just beyond midfield at the 48. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. From the gun, ETN gets it. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Patrick Queen arranging in for the tackle. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3. So after plenty of scoring already, we have reached the 2-minute warning. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. 2nd and 3 now. Lawrence to throw it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends him backwards ahead of 3rd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
Will this drive continue? Here comes third down. Here he goes, third and long. Hits him downfield. This is Thomas. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Well, third and 15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
On first and 10, here's Lawrence. Completes another one to Thomas. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Coming to the line, this is first and 10. Etienne gets it on the draw. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up second and 8.
You know, some positive yardage there, Kate, but just as important, they're mixing up their play calling, and they could very well be setting up the defense for a big play later.
Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Cam Little now to try the Jags field goal. Just 2 seconds left in the half as we get a timeout.
36-yard attempt.
Only time left for one more snap block, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. It's a 36-yard look for it. Little knocks it through. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Boswell on to send this away. And a stumble coming out of the locker room at halftime as the kick goes out of bounds, Brock. So our first drive of the half is going to begin all the way up at the 40. First and 10 for him now following the penalty. Running it after the penalty. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these out cuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Now it's Lawrence. Throw right side, caught by Thomas. And they make the tackle at the 38. A gain of 15 there. And the Jaguars have a first down.
15 yards.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Lawrence, a quick throw out wide. He dodged the tackle. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down.
18 on the
And those are the completions they rely on in their passing game.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Back to the air, Lawrence. He's got a man left. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives him 1st and goal.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Again, it's Lawrence to throw. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars grow the lead coming out of halftime. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. On his Little for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Jaguars make it a 10-point ball game.
Steelers 14. Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Starting at the 10. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down.
At their own 32-yard line.
All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. From the gun, Stroud. Flushed out of the pocket. It's caught. That's Calvin Austin. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on 1st down.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
The entire playbook is open here, Brock. It is 2nd and inches. To the air, Stroud. Connects on the crosser. Running down the left side. There it is. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers start the second half with some needed points. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Raleigh set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Fielded at the 7. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30.
29-yard line.
Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. Motion a receiver left. Throwing on 1st down, Lawrence. He completes it in traffic. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
So first down from the 41. They'll give this up the middle to Etienne. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. Offense in the hurry up here.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 40-yard line.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. Lasers this one deep down the middle. Brought in inside the 20. And they are finally able to get to him and touch him down, but damage already done as they pick up that first down.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Now give. It's Etienne headed left. And not much for him there. He's down to the 15-yard line. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Off the play action, it's Lawrence. Across the line, into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars making a 9-point advantage. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Little able to connect on the point after. And the Jaguars make it a 10-point ball game.
31. Steelers 21. Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. He'll begin his return from the 11. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Warren running between the tackles. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
That linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field. All I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. And this one is launched downfield. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
And he's got his man. This is Austin. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Shotgun now, first round. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
2nd and 10, Stroud to throw. This is going to be incomplete again. Defender knocks this one away. Brings up 3rd down.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. It's going to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. This one quickly to down. And that is a great stop to deny him the marker. It's going to be 4th down. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Steelers football. A nice help for them as they trail entering the quarter. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. That's Cox. He's got Washington. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. He goes to the hurry up here.
And the Steelers
Tried to throw on 1st down. This is a heater going deep. This is caught inside the 15. He will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that could stretch the middle of the field. Man, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes. And what a difference it can make for an offense.
And the defense holds him at the 2, Brock. He can't get beyond the line. Still a couple yards short of that end zone. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock Huard, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Thankfully, not a big loss last play. They're at the 2, 2nd and goal. Going power, big tight end, and he gets in, touchdown. The Steelers making a 4-point game here in the 4th. Well, Brock, not sure the play they were running was all that disguised, but with the personnel they had out there, it was going to be tough to stop him either way.
Yeah, there's a great debate. Is it the X's and O's or the Jimmies and Joes? No debate there. That was the Jimmies and the Joes in their want-to run it right down their throat.
And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal will tie this game in the 4th. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Tootin now on the return. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. Lawrence in the pistol. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
That's one of those plays, Kate, where every position on the offense gets a gold star. They all did their job. Enough protection to allow the quarterback time to find his receiver, who went all the way from the right side of the field to the left side of the field to do some damage.
And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Quick throw to the left is complete. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. The Jaguars are going to call their first timeout. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
New set of downs for him from the 31. First and 10, it's Lawrence. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
The incompletion still at that 31-yard line, 2nd and 10. Finds a seam down the middle. Across the line, into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars making a 9-point advantage. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. Well, no doubt about it, Brock. That was a route they worked on in practice, and it manifested in a touchdown when the downs counted here.
And no doubt about it, Kate, you grew up watching and celebrating Jerry Rice running that exact route, didn't you?
Yes, sir. You know it. You know it.
He was so good at it. Every receiver could do it some of the time, but Jerry and the best of them, they do it all the time, just like that one right there.
That one splits the uprights. And the Jaguars make it a 10-point ball game.
Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Has it at the 11. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Stroud. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it'll be 2nd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Back to the air they go on 2nd. Stroud. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. Has it downfield, working the left. He's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line.
First down.
Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that 1st down play. And they still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. First down, Stroud. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Steelers have a first down.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its second timeout. We'll see how judicious they choose to be with that final timeout.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, Stroud. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
He's counting his lucky stars. That one isn't headed the other way right now. That is not the time to challenge double coverage.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, it's Stroud. Throws caught. And they're going to have 1st and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Ain't nobody that I really recognize. I ain't surprised to rob the killer vibe. Probably the reason you die trying to feel alive, but I'm incentivized by in the thighs. Ripping on it like I'm picking a pride. I hit the crib with a collide, but really ain't tripping. We kicking it right through the
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. The play clock reaches 5 seconds, and we're going to get a timeout here. And they'll have to navigate the rest of the way without being able to stop the clock at will. Right on the doorstep now. Here's 1st and goal. Stroud on the sneak. And he gets it on the sneak. Touchdown! The Steelers make it a 4-point game here in the 4th. C.J. Stroud the touchdown on a quarterback sneak to the end zone. And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal will tie this game in the 4th.
Jaguars 38, Steelers 35. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Tootin now on the return. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. On the ground to begin this drive with ETN. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Lawrence looking to throw. They'll look underneath here for ETN. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Jaguars have a 1st down.
Jaguars down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Running it here with Etienne. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Hey, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. Casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. They're going to pass it here. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he has the Jaguar first down, Brock. And they can run out the clock on this way.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Oh, a little movement along the line there. That's going to cost the defense 5 yards. Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. Lawrence here, design keeper. For the Jaguars, the visitors in this one, but they take home the win. And they can be proud of their exploits down the road and overall so far this season as they improve to 2-0. So that's it for us here. Brock Huard, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Jaguars as we say so long from Pittsburgh.